What do you think the first wave would look like after funding is cut, if it does continue to get cut?
So had that preliminary injunction not be there, uh, the the new funding round doesn't come in until closer to the end of the year, and uh, what happened is the programs would just lose their funding, and so there would just be people, 100,000 people would just be given notices. Hey, your the funding for your lease, for your program, for your shelter, for your transitional housing or whatever has been cut. You have X amount of time to leave, and people would essentially crowd up the shelters. The shelter system would become jam packed, overflow. They wouldn't know what to do. It
Well,
would just
they're already because they turn
yes,
away at a certain point anyway.
yes, they're already overflowing. So, but they would basically clog the local homeless services system, and there's no way around it. What you would see are hundreds of thousands of more people living on the street, going into jails, going into hospitals, um, and committing survival crimes like stealing food, uh, entering into buildings, abandoned buildings and houses and stuff just to try to find shelter. So that's what you would see where that funding to be
And these
cut.
are people who already have mental health issues, who already need help.
Some of them, uh, many homeless people are working. Many these people who are already housed, whose funding would be cut to put them out on the street, um, are many of them for the first time in their lives finally stable, finally working. They're often in treatment, and they're like getting their stuff together and are not utilizing these emergency services. And when that funding is cut, these people will be forced to find new ways to survive. And because of the overflow and the clogging up of the system, it wouldn't just be the shelters that would be turning people away. You would see hospitals implementing policies to weed out or select individuals that are, in this situation and turn them away for care. And once people are actually outside, you're talking about the purge. You're talking about Hunger Games. You're talking about things that people who had no intention of waking up this morning to steal stuff or to break into stuff or to do these things are feeling like it's necessary to simply not die of exposure or hunger.